Kyrie. The question is, does he deserve all this backlash that he's getting? Or is just the media trying to paint their picture and tell their narrative? The powers to be. Kyrie's on the way.
I went on to Amazon Prime. I was like, you know what, let me see if there are any documentaries on Yahweh. So went in the search bar, typed in Yahweh, that came up. Went out and shared it on my platform. That was my night. In terms of the backlash, or what people call it, we're in 2022. History is not supposed to be hidden from anybody. And I'm not a divisive person when it comes to religion. I embrace all walks of life. You see it on all my platforms. I talk to all races, all cultures, all religions, and my response would be, it's not about educating yourself on what Semitism is and what anti-Semitism is. It's really about learning the root words of where these come from and understanding that this is an African heritage that is also belonging to the people. Africa is in it, whether we want to dismiss it or not. So the claims of anti-Semitism and who are the original chosen people of God, and we go into these religious conversations and it's a big no-no. I'm in a unique position to have a level of influence on my community, and what I post does not mean that I support everything that's being said or everything that's being done, or I'm campaigning for anything. All I do is post things for my people in my community and those that it's actually going to impact. Anybody else that has criticism, it obviously wasn't meant for them.
Am I to take it that this was, what you shared was not something that you've even watched? This was, you did watch it, or either watch it or read it.
I had a lot of time last year to read a lot. Read a whole bunch. Good and bad about the truth of our world.
So then do you, I guess, understand or not understand those that might imply that that work had anti-Semitic leanings in it? I only ask this because the tweet is still up there, so I
We're in 2022. It's on Amazon, a public platform. Whether you want to go watch it or not is up to you. There's things being posted every day. I am no different than the next human being, so don't treat me any different. You guys come in here and make up this powerful influence I have over top of the adultery of, oh, you cannot post that. Why not? Why not? I'm not here to be divisive on what's going on this or that. I'm not comparing Jews to blacks. I'm not comparing white to black. I'm not doing that. That conversation is dismissive, and it constantly revolves around the rhetoric of who are the chosen people of God. And I'm not here to argue over a person or a culture or religion on what they believe. No, this is what is here. It's on a public platform. Did I do anything illegal? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did I do anything illegal? Did I hurt anybody? Did I harm anybody? Am I going out and saying that I hate one specific group of people? So out of all the judgment that people got from me posting, I just, without talking to me, and then I respect what Joe said, but there has a lot to do with the not ego or pride of how proud I am to be an African heritage, but also to be living as a free black man here in America, knowing the historical complexities for me to get here. So I'm not going to stand down on anything that I believe in. I'm only going to get stronger because I'm not alone. I have a whole army around me.
Kyrie, while we're on the topic of promotion, why did you decide to promote something that Alex Jones said?
That was a few weeks ago. I do not stand with Alex Jones' position, narrative, court case that he had with Sandy Hook, or any of the kids that felt like they had to relive trauma, or parents that had to relive trauma, or to be dismissive to all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults, and it's true. So I wasn't identifying with anything of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I was just there to post, and it's funny, and it's actually hilarious because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to see. It just goes back to the way our world is and works. I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist.
And to follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book.
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
Put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it? Do you see me in front of the title?
By putting it out there, people are going to say that you are promoting.
Yeah, I put it out there just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's not
You put
stuff,
things out there for a living, right?
right? But my stuff is
Great.
not
So let's move on.
filled
Let's
with
move on.
anti-Semitic
Let's
stuff.
move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
another
You're
human
free to
being.
post
I can post whatever I want. So
can post
say that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that by
I don't have to understand anything from you.
It's
Nothing.
not me.
Nothing.
By
It's no
posting
people that
what
you're
you
making up,
did,
bro. Move on.
But by posting
Move
what
on.
you
Next
did,
question.
anybody
Do
is
you guys have
going
any
to
more
look at
questions
it,
for
and
me?
they're going to say,
You guys have any more
does he have
questions? Because this is going to be a clip.
beliefs?
This is going to be a clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions?
But you're not answering the question.
Oh, this is another answering your question. Oh my God, let's make another Instagram clip so we could be famous again.
What's up, my peoples? You already know what it is. Your main man. Me Che. MEECHI. To the motherfucking E. With my main man's, my brother from another mother, P Sways, P Smooth. What it is. Tell him what it do. Yeah, I'm in the motherfucking place to give y'all the motherfucking lace of this real life ism that we about to kick on this motherfucking podcast. About to everybody know. Yeah, about how they doing my nigga Kyrie with they bogus ass. And we are talking about bogus asses as far as whom? Nigga, motherfucking Adam Silver, motherfucking Nike, the whole motherfucking league, even the bullshit players who want to comment like LeBron James. He's one of them. Who? LeBron James, who plays for the LA Lakers, who is supposed to be the so-called GOAT, which he's not. And also, Shaquille, need to shut the fuck up, O'Neal. Go show motherfucking cap, go get peeled. Charles, always staying cooning, Barkley. And Reggie, who can't leave married women alone, Miller. Hey, whoa. Wait a minute, pause. Wait, no, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do. You gotta watch your tone. We not gonna come at Reggie like that. We ain't talking about Reggie, comedian Reggie from Nutty Professor. You ain't talking about that. You talking about Reggie throw a choke sign to Spike because he killing the Knicks, Miller, who never won a championship. Miller, yeah. Don't disrespect. Barkley ain't never won one either. Exactly. And they got the audacity to talk about a man who has two. But what is it? Who? No, he won one. Who? Yeah, I forgot. They only beat Golden State one time. I thought it was a back-to-back. But got the nerve to talk about a man who got his ring. And they neither one of them, they legends and they got one. But see, Kyrie's already doing better than you. See, I already knew it. We couldn't. It's more than one subject because we jump ship to ship and we get it popping like this. You know, so this was what happens. This is about Kyrie, but we go jump here, we go jump there, but the main focus always come back to Kyrie's on the way. Kyrie's on the way, and I'm trying to tell you. Trying to tell me. Barkley had to go through much tougher dogs than Kyrie had to go through. Okay, yeah, I give him that. He was in the tougher league. He had to go through the GOAT MJ, and he couldn't do it. Well, I mean, to be honest, all of that was staged anyway. They set that up for him and Barkley to play each other in the finals for him to lose. That was set up. So, yep. What makes you say this, sir? Nigga, at that time, nigga, the NBA set it up to where all, you see how they got the storyline in the night? That was the time when all that started. When they tried to make it like the Chicago Bulls were the heroes of the league and everybody else were the villains, and they had to protect the ship from the villains. How was Charles Barkley a villain? That's what NBC started in the 90s. Tell us about it. No, we gonna stay on subject. We ain't gonna get into all that. Say that's a different episode. Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. I get into that, and then I'm gonna have to remind you of why Jordan's still jealous of Isaiah Thomas to this day. Facts. Cap. No, that's facts.
I gotta get you a cap, bro.
You ain't got to get me no motherfucker.
I got you. You know what I'm saying? Detroit Tigers, we suck. Just like
Listen to me.
opinions. Come on.
To all my OGs out there, y'all know what I'm talking about.
No, they don't.
See, he caught up in the hype with the rest of the young niggas that don't know no better. They still wet behind the ears, and they still pissing on themselves and shit. They don't know nothing.
They don't know nothing.
Yeah. They don't know nothing. They caught up in the glamour and the illusions around Jordan. The GOAT. We know that's cap. My nigga John Sally, he even said it one time in the interview. I shared it on the book. Where he told y'all how all of that propaganda that the Chicago Bulls organization was spreading at that time was cap.
It was all cap, huh?
Yeah, it was propaganda.
Say John
it was
Sally,
propaganda. They
bad boys.
Yeah, they tried to make it like, oh my God, they had to beat Jordan up to beat him. We were better than Jordan. We were better than the Chicago Bulls.
You know what? I think you're right.
So we didn't have to beat him up to beat him.
You might be right. This is for another video. Now, it's about to get too deep. But back to Kyrie.
Yeah, back to Kyrie.
You blame
on the way.
You're blaming it on Nike. You're blaming it on Adam Sandler.
No, I ain't blaming
Adam Silver.
Yeah,
Adam
Mr. Silver Slipper.
Yeah.
I ain't blaming him. I'm calling him out because what I'm saying is that you can't sit up here and get mad at a man for his freedom of speech.
Right.
For one. For two, for him doing something on social media is pure entertainment, yo.
Yes, but no.
Yeah, you can't tell nobody what to post and all
no,
that.
No,
BS.
not that. But it's not all smoke and mirrors, because I mean, some people actually do put their real stuff on there and
they do
let you know what's going on with them.
But
and
all he did was share the documentary. It ain't like he directed the documentary. It ain't like he was in the documentary. He didn't say no type of hate speech when he posted it. It was a retweet. A retweet, which means he didn't even make the post. He just shared it. How you gonna get mad at a man for that?
And I mean, they trying to say he didn't apologize when technically,
he didn't do nothing wrong.
He didn't apologize the way they wanted him to apologize.
He shouldn't have to apologize for what? He ain't do nothing wrong. I did was put up something on my Twitter.
I mean, I understand him, like they say, him being a basketball player. You have a brighter light shine on you. You have, if you want to say, a magnifying glass put to you, so therefore everybody is, for one, all up in your business, and they get to see you coming up, your life, your mistakes, everything. Everybody got an opinion on your stuff. So him making that post, like I said, him being a basketball player, it puts him in the lens of, questions. This is what you believe. This is what you're trying to say. You posting this, you must be running with it. The documentary is about this. It's about that. And the Jews and all that stuff. So that's what they're trying to say. He offended Jews and people like that, saying that it had anti-Semitic and hate speech and all that stuff in the documentary, which he said he didn't agree with from jump anyway.
I take my responsibility for posting that. Some things that were questionable in there, untrue. Like I said, and the first time you guys asked me when I was sitting on that stage, I don't believe everything that everybody posts. It's a documentary. So I take my responsibility.
It seems like Adam Silver wanted to hear the word "I apologize," or in your mind, you said, "I didn't mean to cause any harm." Were you apologizing, or did you not apologize?
I didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary.
I'm surprised that reaction and some of the things that you did hurt people.
Yeah, I think I can ask a better question. It's just, where were you when I was a kid, figuring out that 300 million of my ancestors are buried in America? Where were you guys asking those same questions when I was a kid learning about the traumatic events of my familial history and what I'm proud to come from? and why I'm proud to stand here, and why when I repeat myself that I'm not going to stand down, it has nothing to do with dismissing any other race or group of people. I'm just proud of my heritage and what we've been through, and the fact that this has pinned me against the Jewish community, and I'm here answering questions of whether or not I'm sorry or not on something I didn't create, and it was something I shared, and I'm telling everybody I'm taking responsibility, then that's where I sit. So, you know, these same questions that you guys ask, me dealing with it as being a melanated, pigmented person all around the world and dealing with racial biases against my skin color, demeaning me because of my religious beliefs, and I'm still sitting in the seat standing. So I take my full responsibility. Again, I'll repeat it, for posting something on my Instagram or Twitter that may have had some unfortunate falsehoods in it. But I also am a human being that's 30 years old, and I've been growing up in a country that's told me that I wasn't worth anything, and I came from a slave class, and I come from a people that are meant to be treated the way we get treated every day. So I'm not here to compare anyone's atrocities or tragic events that their families have dealt with generations of time. I'm just here to continue to expose things that our world continues to put in darkness. I'm a light. I'm a beacon of light. That's what I'm here to do. You guys ask me questions about basketball, I give you my expert opinion. You guys ask me about other things, I give you my opinion, and it's met with whatever you believe the perception or the deception is. You guys investigate my life every day, and you justify it by serving your own purpose, which I honor. I would like the same respect in return, figuring out just like anyone else. So please keep that same energy when we're talking about anti-other things, because just because I post a documentary doesn't mean I'm anti-Semitic, and doesn't mean that I'm automatically standing with everyone that is believing in that. So it's unfortunate timing that we're in, but I'm glad that I could stand on the truth, because I'm not afraid of these mics, these cameras. I used to be, looking everyone in the eye and telling them the truth, and I'm proud of who I am. Any label that you put on me, I'm able to dismiss because I studied. I know the Oxford Dictionary, you look it up, right? Just one of the biggest mistakes I had in being a kid was not knowing European or Western language until I started looking it up and understanding the definitions and why they say, if you want to trick a black person, put it in a book. I was wondering my whole life why they said that. Now I'm 30 years old and I know reading is a superpower because it helps me understand where I'm going and where I come from, like a tree with roots.
Kyrie, the documentary listed among falsehoods, it said the Holocaust didn't happen. Do you believe the Holocaust
those falsehoods
happened?
are unfortunate. And it's not that I don't believe in the Holocaust. I never said that. Never, ever have said it. It's not come out of my mouth. I never tweeted it. I never liked anything like it. So the Holocaust in itself is an event that means something to a large group of people that suffered something that could have been avoided. No one said we had to practice racism. No one said we had to treat each other like garbage. No one said that I had to stand here today and understand that many people that come from generations 60 years ago, 40 years ago, enslaved some of my ancestors, still spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and it's still going on. And you guys are asking me respectfully to speak on something that was a documentary that I had nothing to do with. I didn't make it. So just please keep that same energy when you guys are addressing me.
Kyrie, for the record, do you have any anti-Semitic beliefs?
Again, I'm gonna repeat. I don't know how the label becomes justified because you guys ask me the same questions over and over again. But this is not gonna turn into a spin around cycle of questions upon questions. I told you guys how I felt. I respect all walks of life and embrace all walks of life. That's where I sit.
I think what people want to hear, though, is just a yes or no on that question. Yes or no.
I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from.
Where is the promoting hate in that?
That's what people putting their own spin to it.
After practice, what did he do? He doubled down.
He did.
And I'm listening to, I'm like, bruh, And then Adam Silver came out shortly before that and says, I didn't hear I'm sorry.
Yep.
What I said yesterday, I said, Skip, I'm looking at his statement. Where's the I'm sorry? No, I'm sorry. The Brooklyn Nets says, whoa, we've had enough. Say, we giving you an opportunity to say I'm sorry and to unequivocally disavow anti-Semitism, and you refuse to. So we're going to suspend you for a minimum of 5 games. Skip, I think for the first time, Kyrie allowed someone in the room to be smarter than he was. And they said, Kyrie, this is for real now. They're not playing with you. If you want to if you want to play this season, if you want to possibly play in the future, you need to come out with a statement. Say, I'm sorry for the people that I've hurt, and disavow what you have been unwilling to disavow. You can't say an entire race of people. If you want to say, I had an interaction with John, who is Jewish, and he treated me bad, that's one thing. But when you say an entire race of people, Skip, it's kind of like when they say black people are lazy. If you want to say Mark is lazy, okay. But you can't label an entire race of people as something. And that's what Kyrie was doing, and he didn't understand that. So by Chim saying, well, I'm pro my brothers, I'm pro my sisters, okay. But you can't be so pro that you step on other people to try to prop your people up. That's what Kyrie didn't get. The ADL says, nah, we're not taking the 500,000. After that debacle.
Yes, say that again.
Say, we don't want the
500. Defamation League said, we give back your 500. We will not accept it because we don't accept what you're saying.
Skip, it says, we were optimistic, but after watching the debacle of a press conference, it's clear that Kyrie feels no accountability for his action. The ADL cannot, in good conscience, accept this donation.
Hurt over all this. Because I'm trying to figure out all the mixed messages that Kyrie is sending. Every time he opens his mouth, I'm like, the contradictions are just staggering. Yeah, he's a walking Kyrie, wait, what? I do think he has high IQ, but I don't think he's very informed. And I think he likes to hit and run with some of his messages, and that's why he would tweet a link with no definition to it, no context to it. No, tell us why. Why are you tweeting this? It's because of nothing. Silence. Because I think he doesn't have the courage of his convictions to actually back up what he's trying to show you. I'm smarter than the world. I'm about to change the world because I'm a beacon of light and wisdom.
There was nothing where he said anything against Jewish people or their religion or what have you.
And you talking about the documentary? You did something about his statements about how he felt about it.
In the documentary.
Because the documentary, I don't know. I ain't watched it.
Because the thing about it is this. He even told the reporter, like, he was like, it's my page. I can share whatever I want to. Yeah, but don't you think that's promoting hate? He like, how am I promoting hate? All I did was just share a retweet about something that I found interesting. Yeah, but you're promoting hate. He like, bruh, how? I mean, I can share whatever I want to on my page, bro. It's just social media.
Right, because he was just saying basically, like, I'm a person just like everybody else.
Yeah.
So just because I'm a basketball player and you cannot talk about this, you cannot post this. Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
and then he like, you don't think you should apologize? No, I apologize for what? I didn't do nothing. I mean, the truth is, they talking about our history on a documentary about how we the original Jews and stuff like that. Which, I mean, with all the original Jews, I don't identify with that stuff because I don't really know too much about the history of who the real Hebrews are and all that. I mean, you got a lot of black people who talk about that stuff, but I'm not really clear on that aspect of our history. I mean, as far as me, I study African history to find out about, our roots of where we come from. And, I know certain things about, some of our spiritual systems. I even practice some of the things in our spiritual system. But as far as the whole Hebrew Israelite stuff, to me, I don't really get caught up in the politics of it because the way I look at it as it's nothing but an extension of the colonization anyway. So I could give a shit about anything that they talking about far as the Hebrew Israelites and all that shit because I just completely moved away from that shit anyway.
Yeah, I just know they was talking about his belief system. They trying to say they trying to make for one. I just think it's them trying to use Kyrie and embarrass him and send a message or something like that.
Yeah, that's all it is. He just a scapegoat. He a scapegoat, man. Where they trying to use him as an example because of the whole. Because if all this Kanye West controversy wasn't even up, they wouldn't have said shit about Kyrie posting that, bro. They wouldn't have gave a fuck. It's all because hell yeah. It's all because of what Kanye stirred up. Now, now it ain't even just Drink Champs. He did, because he done did like a few interviews on like a few platforms where he just been going off. And then I had even heard like he even tried to reach out to 50, and 50 was like, "Whoa, bro, you kind of hot right now." You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna have you come fucking my shit up. Yeah. Which, you know what I'm saying, I kind of feel 50 on that, because Kanye, you real reckless, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would say this. I commend the whole not being afraid to speak your mind piece, but the way Ye going about it, he being real reckless. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really making things bad for him.
That's why he said, I ain't gonna say he said, but that's why LeBron said he didn't air the shot or whatever, because he was throwing the shot or whatever. It was him and some other people. I forgot who the guest was. I know Kanye was on there, and that's why they didn't air it, because I guess when they was recording, he was doing it. Basically, he was just down talking Jews and stuff like that, and hate speech and all that. So that's why LeBron and them didn't air it and put it out. And then that's why when he was on Drink Champs, he was talking about, I guess he had his homeboy or whoever he was with him was recording, and he was telling Nori that, you know what I'm saying, you try to do something, whatever. I got the real footage right here, blah blah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this, bro, because as far as the whole hate speech towards Jews, it's cap. It's cap, and I say that. Yep, I'm saying it. It's cap. All you niggas is big cap, because for one, when we calling y'all on y'all bullshit, oh, it's hate speech. But then when we like basically saying hate speech toward each other, y'all will promote that. Y'all want us to put it on the records. Y'all want us to put it in the movies. We can diss ourselves, but when we call other niggas on they bullshit, oh, you're spewing hate speech, oh, this and that. Ooh, it's cap, bro. It's cap. Because the thing is, if you got freedom of speech, I should be able to say what, you know what I'm saying, what's on my mind, bro. I mean, because the thing about it is, man, I don't see how, even with y'all, like when y'all call yourself chastising us, y'all can sit up here, when it comes to like certain stuff, like even when, like, let's say if something with a black person going or whatever, like let's say when a black person get killed by a cop, right? And then they'll always do something in the media where, where people get together, they rally, and then they'll come and then they'll like put on the media where they try to dig up a person's past. Oh, such and such, they had a criminal record. Here's a record where it says so-and-so did prison time for this amount of time, this crime, woo, woo, woo. And it's like, dude, what's the relevance of that? This man got his life took by somebody for no reason. And y'all sitting up here talking about a criminal past. What does his criminal past got to do with what the fuck this asshole just did to him? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like it's cap.
They're trying to put some type of thing in there to make it seem like,
to try to demonize the person.
Yeah, like he was unjustly killed. So it's like, how you go? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's cap, bro. And then all y'all doing is like flexing y'all power, because, you know what I'm saying, y'all got the power to be able to shut a nigga down if nigga get out of line. Yeah, as long as you a good nigga, you walking around, you smiling, you friendly, you know, being nice to everybody. Oh, you're a good person. You're this and that. You a good boy. You a good girl. Everybody likes you. But the moment that, you know what I'm saying, you be yourself, or if you just have a human moment, man, where you get upset about something and you speak on it, oh, then niggas want to get offended. Niggas want to talk about, you know, you spitting hate speech, you know, you disrespecting this and that. It's like, nah, man. At the end of the day, we all human, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get happy about certain things. I get mad about certain shit. I got the right, man, to like feel how I feel, just like anybody else.
Exactly. Say the title of celebrity, that don't mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, like Kyrie was saying, I'm human too. So don't try to dehumanize me up here and everything when he's at the podium.
Yeah, like these niggas, they'll do something for us like that, but man, it be all kind of sex scandals going on behind the door, behind closed doors with a lot of these motherfuckers. It be a lot of doggy dog situations where, you know, if you, I say this, man, even if you check out like, I've been listening to 50's book, his audio book, what is it? Hustle. I think it's called Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. I believe it is. Really good audio book. I would recommend to anybody who is on the path to success. I would recommend that you get that book. Very good read. I haven't finished it yet, but so far from what I have, you know what I'm saying, like checked out about it, I like it so far. But it's a part in the book where 50 talks about how he learned a lot of, like, basically like how to know when to make a move on something and when not to, from when he was in the streets. And he was like, you know, him going through a lot of like hardships or whatever, it helped him to like develop tough skin, to be fearless, you know, to learn how to be uncomfortable in a lot of situations, and how it also helped to make him sharper, to know when something is right and then when it's not. And he was saying like when he first got into the business world or whatever, he didn't jump at the first check that came his way, because he was like, a lot of times people have a tendency to, when they like in the middle of like trying to negotiate a deal or whatever, or if they trying to look for, you know what I'm saying, like closing a business deal, and then somebody come at him and throw a big check, oh boom, yeah, I'm gonna go with the biggest check. But he was like, nah, he always looked at the long term of something before he acted on it. But one good point that he always made, that he made in this, that really stood out to me, was when he mentioned how, you know, in the streets is rough, but in the business world, it's a lot more vicious than the streets. Because he was like, man, he was like, man, a lot of these business, you know, a lot of these business people, man, like they more grimy than a nigga on the street corners. And they just doing their shit on paper. But he was like, man, you know what I'm saying, even though on the streets you would get killed or you could get beat up real bad or whatever, but he was like, man, these niggas in the business world can put you in some shit, man, where you will be fucking broke for your, you know what I'm saying, for the rest of your life, man, if you ain't careful.
Say hyenas.
Yeah, man, they'll be like, you know what I'm saying, eating your ass alive, and there'll be nothing you can do about it, especially when you in the contract with these niggas.
Especially you don't read the fine print.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta have your lawyers.
Yeah, so, you know, while they talking about hate speech and all that, it's a lot of shiesty shit that go on, man, and in the background that they don't talk about.
Yeah. I just think my thing with Kyrie is, like for one, he donated, what, 500,000, and then the Nets donated 500,000 to a Jewish organization. Like,
I wouldn't have gave him shit.
Like what you donating $500,000 for? Like, that's crazy.
I wouldn't have gave him shit.
Like, I don't care if I'm a millionaire. That's a lot of money.
Listen to me. I wouldn't have gave them niggas 5 cents, nigga. Right. I don't care, bro. Like, you niggas can be mad at me all you want to, dog, because at the end of the day, you motherfuckers don't like me anyway. So I ain't finna kiss your ass. All this is, man, is just a power move, bro, just to show you, you know what I'm saying, who really got the power. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing but another power move, man, to make black men look weak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, to basically what they saying is, know your place, boy.
Right.
That's all they saying, but they just doing it in a little roundabout, punkish kind of way.
Yeah, so it won't be so-called notice, but we notice.
Yeah,
we hip.
But see, that's why it's like, man, people like, you know what I'm saying, like Malcolm X, man, who let motherfuckers know straight up, nigga, I ain't gonna bag down. I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas do. I'm gonna speak my mind. Nigga, you fuck with me, I'm still gonna defend myself. All of that. You know what I'm saying?
Say by any means necessary.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, in a way, Dr. King started out that way, man, when he had guns around, but then, you know, allegedly, from, you know, certain information that was like surfacing, he kind of like got a running partner he was a gay dude or whatever. And he used to talk all this soft turn to other. That's when he got to talking all the soft turn to other cheap bullshit. Yeah, we don't want anyone to die, but yet, you know what I'm saying? All these white folks in the street whooping your ass every day. You know what I'm saying? Throwing boulders and bricks and shit at you and all that. And you talking about we don't want nobody to die. But these niggas are there to kill you in a heartbeat.
Say right.
Which, I just had this conversation, man, like maybe, I want to say like 2 weeks ago with one of my bros, man, out in Cali. And shout out to him, man, my bro. He know who he is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to say his name, but we had like a real deep conversation. And he was breaking down some things to me because, like, the truth is, man, this little war that we in, a lot of people believe that it got to do with skin color, like just a group of people that hates another group of people because of their skin color. Really, that's not even what the fight is about, bro. At the end of the day, it's not about white people hating black people because we have a certain skin tone or we have more melanin or nothing like that. That's petty bullshit. The real fight is, man, is all about political power. Because the truth is, man, as long as they can control everything, yeah, we gonna be friends. They gonna be cool as hell with you. Yeah, you know, I'm not racist, woo, yeah. But the moment that we start to get a little bit of momentum and it seemed like we get a little too much power, they can't have that, dog. Because that puts us back in control.
They start getting a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, because I mean, think about it, bro. Our civilization, man, we ruled over the earth for thousands of years, man, before they were even able to even take over anything. Thousands of years. We had many pharaohs, man, many kings, great kings that were rulers of the planet for eons and eons, man. And for eons, these niggas tried to overthrow the power structure, but could never succeed because our foundation was so strong that they couldn't fuck with us. And the thing is, man, like, they basically had to come in and like how your boy Pusha T said, nigga, peel it back layer by layer.
Cook, Drake. Friday.
Yeah, they had to
flambe.
They had to come peel it back layer by layer. So
it's gonna be a surgical summer.
So, you know, that's how they gained the momentum, man. And then, you know, certain things that took place during during the fall of our civilization, when basically like everything that we did indigenous got pretty much changed during the imperial periods. And that was how they pretty much gained the momentum.
Says they one little, we gotta hold on.
That's something that our people don't practice, man, really, is group economics. You know what I'm saying? Because it's power in numbers, man. Like, just think, if you and everybody on your block, if y'all all decided, man, to like take one check and y'all all put it in a pot, that's a lot of money. Man, you could move fucking mountains with that shit, bro.
So it's get a business, get some land. But that's the thing. Like you can buy a building, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta go through some shit and get the land. You gotta get the land. So you buying the building, you own the building. But that motherfucker who own that land come a call and come a knocking, and you got a little pride.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it probably would be like a law where they have to compensate you for that though.
Yeah, this ain't no barbershop moment though.
Yeah, they have to compensate you for your, you know what I'm saying, for your business or whatever that you got on their land, because just kick you off their land and take your building, that's like some snatch and grab. You just got robbed.
Snatch and grab, y'all.
But back to the Kyrie and all this anti-Semitic stuff they talking about. You know, they want to talk about somebody being anti-Semitic, but these niggas been anti-black. Ever since, you know what I'm saying, ever since they done got set up this corporation we call America, they've been anti-black.
I forgot what he said. I'm always gonna say it. Your boy Umar, Dr. Umar.
That nigga ain't my boy. Man, listen to me.
No, he speaks some real shit because he was saying that Kyrie. I forgot what he said.
I was hoping that Kyrie Irving could have held out another week or so. I wanted him to make them sweat a little bit more. I wanted Kyrie to make the untouchable power structure sweat just a little bit longer. I was hoping he would have held out, because this would have been the first time in a long time that we've had a prominent black musician, Kanye West, a prominent black musician, Kanye West, and a prominent black athlete, Kyrie Irving, stand up simultaneously against the exploitation of the untouchable power structure. I wanted both of those brilliant black men to engage in a joint press conference on this issue. I wanted that. The culture needed that. The community required that. I wish he could have held a little longer. He should not hang his head in shame. Kyrie Irving does not need to hang his head in shame, because at least he took a stand. At least he took a stand in an NBA league dominated by black athletes. In the National Basketball Association dominated by black athletes, most of them will never take a stand. Most of them will never take a stand against the power structure. At least Kyrie took a stand. And we didn't need you to be another casualty like Colin Kaepernick. Because if them Negroes couldn't take a knee for Colin Kaepernick, they damn sure, Kyrie, wasn't going to stand up for you against the untouchable community. They wouldn't break breath against the untouchable community. If they can't take a knee for the national anthem, if they couldn't even boycott the playoffs in the bubble, that was the most passive aggressive beta male protest I ever seen in my life. Words on the back of jerseys. Adam Silver. Where police was killing black people, and the athletes of the NBA said, we're going to protest playoffs in the bubble. When the black athletes 2 years ago in the bubble was going to protest police violence by not playing in the bubble, Adam Silver had a heart attack. You damn near had a heart attack, Adam Silver. And you told them that you'll let them put some words on their jerseys. And y'all want to paint Black Lives Matter on the side of the basketball court. I want y'all to compare what Adam Silver let us do in the bubble 2 years ago when the Milwaukee Bucks players wanted to protest the NBA playoffs in the bubble. The Milwaukee Bucks stood up and said, nah, They just killed his brother in Milwaukee. Kenosha, Jacob Blake, he didn't die. They paralyzed him. Peace and love to the Jacob Blake family. He gets shot and paralyzed. So the Milwaukee Bucks say, nah, we not playing. We protesting the bubble. Adam Silver says, nah, we gonna let you put words on the back of your jerseys, and y'all went for that. So Kyrie Irving, don't hang your head, my brother. Don't hang your head, Kyrie Irving, because they wasn't gonna stand up for you. They are too in love with that paycheck and them snow bunnies and that materialistic lifestyle. So Kyrie Irving, don't drop your head, my brother, and I'm telling you why. One man can't change this by himself. He can ignite the change, but he can't do it by himself, my brother. I applaud you for standing as long as you stood. It is very much a contradiction and a form of hypocrisy. It is very much a contradiction and a form of hypocrisy for Adam Silver in the untouchable community to accuse you of being against the untouchables. When Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, the third richest man in the world, is still selling from Hebrews to Negroes on Amazon right now. Amazon is the largest online selling platform in the world. Amazon is the largest virtual market in the world. So somebody got to help me understand, why wasn't $139 billion Jeff Bezos, why wasn't he accused of being against the untouchable? Somebody help me out. Why wasn't the owner of Amazon, the third richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos, the largest online selling platform in the world, why was he not accused of being against the untouchables? Why did Jeff Bezos get a pass? See, I have a problem with selective morality. You know what selective morality is, brothers and sisters? Let me tell you what selective morality is. Selective morality is when you apply your moral principles. Selective morality is when you apply your moral principles to some people, but not all people. Selective morality is when you say it's wrong to abuse a child, but when your friends abuse a child, you overlook it. Selective morality is when you say it's wrong to steal, but when somebody in your family steals, you overlook it. Adam Silver, you are a hypocrite. The untouchable community, you a bunch of hypocrites. If that book, if that video is so disrespectful of your so-called heritage, why are you not attacking everybody who's promoting and selling that video and that book? Help me understand. If it's that bad, and Jeff Bezos has the largest selling platform in the world, so anybody who wants that book and anybody who wants that DVD, they're going to get it from Amazon. They're going to get it from Jeff Bezos, who's worth $139 billion, third richest man in the world, but y'all didn't send him no letter to cease and desist.
Like when it seemed like the brothers and sisters was finally getting a collaboration, when it was him, Tariq Nasheed, you got Dr. Boyce Watkins, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, brother Phil Valentine. It was a lot of them, and all these people were like on the Hidden Colors documentaries too. And that's when I was like rocking with Dr. Umar Johnson. But then when it started to become like some internal tension where him and Tariq got into it, and then, he was like throwing disses at Dr. Boyce Watkins, and it was this video that went viral where he was on the video talking about, he about to, he on the phone with his goons. He was like acting like he was on the phone, like, yeah, then the phone started ringing.
while he had it up to his ear and shit.
Cooked.
And we was like, man, this so clown.
Oh, you. Oh.
And Tariq was saying it, yeah, nigga, you gonna call your fake goons. It was funny.
Oh, that's fucked up.
But like ever since then, like
hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, we coming down there, I swear to oh shit. Oh.
Right. And ever since then I was like, man, I don't fuck with Dr. Umar no more. And then it was like once I seen like all that beef and stuff that started to go on, I kind of moved away from, you know, that circle because I was like, man, I was really rocking with them at that time. And I mean, I still watch some of Tariq stuff here and there. And, you know, of course, it was some people that didn't get caught up in, like Dr. Phil Valentine. He wasn't in the middle of that shit. Dr. Frances Cress Wilson, she had passed away. But a lot of her work, man, is like on point too. The thing is, man, like, and what a lot of people don't understand is that when you trying to find yourself, when you trying to find your roots, your first values is home. Like I say, he's somebody on the island. He don't have a real support system.
I mean, it's not, but I ain't gonna say he don't got a support system because he just ain't got no support. He ain't got no support system because, like, your boy, Dr. Umar. Now, because that's what I was thinking about. What he was saying. He was saying basically, Kyrie, like you said, he's on the island. Ain't no other black people ain't nobody about to speak up for Kyrie. Ain't nobody about to defend him because they in a position where they got it. Right, because they in a position because they got to provide for their families too. So what I look like, speaking of, you on the verge of getting blackballed. Well, I'm going to defend you and then I'm going to be on the same shit with you. Like with Colin Kaepernick. He brought that up as far as they situations is the same because of the effect of what them speaking out brought them.
Sean Marks of the Brooklyn Nets is requiring Kyrie Irving to go meet with leaders of the untouchable community.
The organization has made multiple attempts to get with Kyrie and his representation and to have them clarify his feelings and, you know, put out a sense of remorse for this. And that obviously didn't happen, and he refused to disavow that until his tweet last night. So I think this was the best course of action as it stands right now is to suspend him, you know, because they're not the values of our organization right now.
Considering he spent seven days not apologizing and then apologized a couple hours after he gets suspended, do you think after the suspension is over, 5 games or however long it lasts, do you have hope that he'll be of the right mindset and be an appropriate asset to the team?
Well, I think after anything like this, you would always hope that there's a change. There's a change in feelings, a change in attitude, and you know, I think per his apology last night, that's a step in the right direction. But again, as we've sort of stated, that actions speak louder than words, and so he's had some time, and there'll be some more time to reflect on this.
I'm sorry, Sean. Is the apology enough where you would say, okay, 5 games, he can come back, or do you want to see something else too?
No, the apology is a step in the right direction. Okay. Yeah, no, that's certainly not enough.
Sean, what else does he have to do? In the statement it said, you know, you guys want to see some other things. What are those steps?
You know, there is going to be some remedial steps and measures that have been put in place for him to obviously seek some counseling, you know, designated by the team from dealing with some anti-hate and some Jewish leaders within our community. You know, he's going to have to sit down with them. He's going to have to sit down with the organization after this, and we'll evaluate and see if this is the right opportunity to bring him back.
Was there any consideration of waiving him or releasing him?
No, not at this point in time.
You just.
Go ahead, sir.
I was just going to say, you just said you would have to sit down with Jewish leaders. You would have to sit down with the organization. Thus far, he has been unwilling to sit down with the ADL and, you know, any similar figures.
Yeah.
Is that actually a condition that he actually has to sit down with Jewish leaders and whoever the organization determines it would be relevant?
Yeah, we will determine who we would like him to sit down with. I think we started this off by trying to work through an education piece to this and educate all parties involved. That obviously did not work. That's why we find ourselves at this juncture now. So that education piece should continue to go through, and that would be a big part of what Kyrie needs to fulfill.
If I can ask one follow-up, which is, you said at your previous press conference that there was an education piece for everyone. I was just curious if you could explain why you said that, and what did you feel that we need to learn from Kyrie in this situation?
Well, I think in all these circumstances, you need to find out where your particular player is coming from. And, we'd love to hear from him, and we did not hear from him until his remarks yesterday morning. And those remarks are not something that we can condone as an organization.
So there was not constant dialogue from him to you guys during this. It sounds like there was almost no dialogue directly from him.
There was some. I would say there wasn't enough. I said in circumstances like this, when you're dealing with an issue that is far greater than honestly the game of basketball. I think that's what we need to keep in perspective here. We all play a game of basketball for a living, manage a game, coach a game, and so forth. When you touch subjects like this and you don't show remorse for them immediately, that's when people start asking questions. That's why we're here doing this right now.
Sean, you talked about some of the remedial things that you guys like to see. Have you been given any indication from him that he's willing to go through these steps?
It's brand new, right? We just discussed this last night, just in our statement. So, I think we're going to give him some time, and it's up to him. I mean, again, his actions will speak louder than words, and if he wants to participate in that, we'll see where it all goes.
See, this is the humiliation. This is why I was hoping Kyrie would have held out a little longer, because Kyrie, they don't want no apology. They want to humiliate you. Kyrie, they don't want no apology. They want to humiliate you. Kanye understands something a little bit better than Kyrie, or maybe not better, but he has the freedom to do it a little bit better. Kanye knows they don't want no apology. All week on the news, what did they keep saying? Kyrie Irving says he accepts responsibility. Kyrie Irving said he accepts accountability. Kyrie Irving said he embraces every culture, every walk of life, every religion. But then they came back and said, he didn't say, I'm sorry. See, I'm sorry. He did not admit guilt and shame to us. So then Kyrie says, I'm sorry. Y'all want 2 words? I'm going to give you 2 words. I'm sorry. And then Sean Marks pops up, and Sean Marks said, no, Kyrie, that's not enough. You have to go and sit down like a 3-year-old in preschool. You have to go and sit down like a 3-year-old in preschool and get lectured by leaders of the untouchable community. You have to let them teach you about their culture like you don't already know who they are and where they come from. And let the leaders of the untouchable community, who've been exploiting his people since they got to this country, who've been exploiting his people since they got to this country, he got to act like he did them wrong and let them educate him.
Say people scared to speak up, but you see, that really goes to show who got the power. Because see, anytime you have a small group, they control everything, right? But then you got all these people, man, who got, like all these people who are in these positions where they have a lot of money, fame, and all of that. They got all these things that's being given to them or whatever, right? Red carpet laid out for them. But the thing about it is, in your position, you may feel like you got it made, but then you still a slave to the people over you. But see, and then see the thing is, they got all you niggas in check. Yeah, you niggas better stay in line. Don't fall out of line, nigga. You know what I'm saying? No, nigga, know
Don't
your
speak
body. You know what I'm
against
saying?
this
Yeah,
community that can
know your place. But see, that's
Same.
that bitch ass shit. Because see, my thing is, if I got power, you got power, or all of us around here got power, why come we can't all band together, say fuck them? Like for instance, man, like you see how when it comes to, when it came to the Black Lives Matter and all that, and you had all these people kneeling, and me and my pops, we just finished watching the Lakers Dynasty documentary the other night on Hulu, which was a good documentary. And of course, your boy LeBron James was on there talking.
don't disrespect. LeBron. Ain't no LeBron. It's greatness.
LeBron and all the rest of them
LeBron.
who have been a part of the Lakers dynasty, they was talking about how during the pandemic, when I forgot what it was, they said it popped off and they chose to boycott and do this and
In the
that.
bubble?
Huh?
What you talking about in the bubble? Are you talking about back in Magic? You talking about the Lakers stuff when they was in the bubble? Or you talking about when Magic?
It was a season when they won the shit.
Oh yeah, you talking about the bubble?
Boycotted, talking about y'all ain't gonna play ball and all this whole type of shit.
How can we meet in the middle? We know this situation is going on, but if you're gonna protest, we can't have that. So how about we just let you put Black Lives Matter, can't breathe, and all this, and we let you campaign a little bit, and then we'll put Black Lives Matter on the basketball court, and y'all just play ball. How about that?
Well, see, that's why I always said, fuck Black Lives Matter. I don't give a fuck about that shit. That's a weak movement. Because to me, man, sitting up here telling somebody, oh, Black Lives Matter, to me it sounds too desperate and punkish. You know, I ain't gonna say that because people react different. Everybody's different. But I'm just saying, me personally,
in the world we live in today.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
me
saying?
personally, I'm not gonna sit up and beg a motherfucker to see that my life matters. If you don't like me, fuck you. That's how I feel about it. And you know how with these movements, people going, walking up to and shout out to PG, the pimp god, Mr. Master Teacher Warren B, who is someone who I love to listen to because he makes a lot of great points. And also I got to shout out also Mr. Andre, Gorgeous Dre Taylor, because he makes a really, really great point when he says when you want to create change, you don't go to the people that that are basically the ones creating the problems for you, and you walk up to them and you say, why are you doing this to us? That's some weak ass shit. You want to affect change, you go in there and you disrupt they shit. And the thing is, you ain't got to fuck shit up. You just learn how to play chess and outsmart the motherfuckers and disrupt they shit. And you do it in a way where they have to pay attention to you. They have to answer to you. And, you know what I'm saying, basically, you know what I'm saying, that's when they got to come with the tangibles.
Saying, bringing the goods.
Yeah.
Don't get it misunderstood.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to stand your ground and fight back. You can't sit up, why are you doing this to us? Why you can't just let us have, no, fuck all that shit.
It sound a little bit too much like begging.
Yeah, man, it make you sound like a bitch.
Say, where your nuts at? Where your nuts at?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's how it be, man.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, man, I never gave a fuck about that Black Lives Matter shit. In fact, that was never a movement that was controlled by black people anyway. So it's like, why fuck with it?
Say it wasn't a black organization from the jump anyway.
No, it's still a movement that is profited by white folks. They, you know what I'm saying? They still profit.
Say white sex.
Yeah, that's why I don't give a fuck about Black Lives Matter, all that I can't breathe and all that type of shit. I mean, even though, you know, that was a tribute to the brother, what's his name?
Floyd.
No, well, was it
Talking about
Floyd?
the neon neck?
No, it wasn't Floyd. It was the guy that they had, the police, that everybody had the footage of where they choked him up on camera and like literally killed him when they choked him to death. And he was like, he was telling them he couldn't breathe and shit, but they just...
dude with the knee on his neck. And Kanye was talking about on Drink Champs where he's talking, what if I told you I had proof that his knee wasn't on his neck like that? You know, that shit, that's why he had some controversy too. Talking about the policeman, the dude had the Floyd, the dude had him in handcuffs, had his knee on his, looked like he was just pressing down with his knee on his neck. And he was trying to say, I can't breathe, man. I'm not basically fighting or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And he kept his knee on his neck, and then he passed out, and he still had his knee on his neck. He had went to jail or whatever. I don't know if he shouldn't have got out. If he get that nigga for drunk got out, then.
But see, but you see, Tariq Nasheed, he talked about that years ago, man, when he was talking about how black people, we waste our time, man, with these little symbolic victories that we be getting that don't mean shit. You know, the Black Lives Matter, the I can't breathe, the, oh yeah, we'll put that on a t-shirt and we'll do this and that. It's like, nigga, fuck a t-shirt, fuck having merchandise with I can't breathe on it, fuck all that shit.
I want some results.
Yeah, what y'all need to do is, y'all need to come with some real shit that's gonna benefit niggas for real. I don't need no, you know what I'm saying? I don't need, you know what I'm saying? Cause a Black Lives Matter shirt ain't gonna feed me. Black Lives Matter shirt ain't gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm straight when I get sick. Ain't gonna make sure that, you know what I'm saying, that my family gonna be straight, that we can eat and all that type of shit and have a shelter over our head and all that type of shit and you know what I'm saying, like, make sure our daily necessities is good. That ain't gonna do shit for me. You know.
Ain't no doubt.
At the end of the day,
we need some tangibles.
Yeah, we need some motherfucking tangibles. You need to put it in my pocket.
Sock it to my pocket like a rocket.
And it ain't even just money that we need. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we need some motherfucking respect around this bitch. And I mean real fucking respect. Whereas it's like, you niggas don't try to censor us when we say some real shit.
Like this video.
Yeah. Oh, a nigga say some real shit. Now y'all ready to just shut his whole shit down. Now he America's enemy.
Colin Kaepernick, Kyrie Irving.
Cause see, the thing about it is, man, like, you know, I see now, like, the weakness to being famous is because once you become famous, now you
gotta play ball by their rules.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, you a slave to this image now, because now you gotta live up to the image. You can't just be you no more.
Especially if you one of those high profile celebs, you know what I'm saying? Celebs, you know what I'm saying? He's still a person though. They don't realize that.
Yeah, that's why they say, like, you know, that's another thing. That's why it's like you gotta be, when you on this road to success, man, you gotta be careful about who you get into business with. Cause see, like all these NBA players, they in business with these Jewish motherfuckers. So yeah,
that's what your boy Umar was talking about. I'm gonna send you the video. You gotta watch it, man.
Y'all got to dance to these motherfuckers' music. But you see, if we had a real living culture here in place, where we had, you know what I'm saying, like all of the connections for everything that we need, like I was just saying about communities and all that, people around us. You know what I'm saying, that will actually have our back, go to bat for us, and also look out for our well-being and shit. And when these niggas get to tripping, want to shut niggas down, it don't even matter, nigga. You can take all that shit, bitch, because I got something to fall back on, ho. I don't need your motherfucking money. Fuck you and your money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it be, man. Fuck you and your money, nigga. Cause I got a whole fucking, you know what I'm saying? I got a whole civilization behind me, nigga.
Oh, you talking that Kanye shit?
What you mean?
Civilization. That's what he talking about. He trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Make his own civilization.
That's his problem.
That's
stop trying to recreate.
That's what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? 2024. Vote for him. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
But I'm gonna just say this.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Kanye's fucking problem, bro. You're steady trying to create your vision for the world. Stop trying to do that shit, bro. What you need to do, Kanye, get you some help, brother, because you're mental. I'm gonna just say that.
I mean, ain't no part. I mean, but you know, you gotta be kind of cool. Not cool, but you gotta kind of understand. You know what I'm saying? Once his mom's passed, you know what I'm saying? He kind of went left.
Nigga, my mom's passed, and
I'm
I'm
just
still.
saying,
I'm you don't see me acting all crazy and out of pocket.
But you just said everybody's different. He dealt with it different and forced him to think a different way. He went left a little bit, and that's how he is. I mean, independent, and for one, he's in this, you know what I'm saying, world of celebrity. You not. So he's faced with a different type of animal than you are. So he's dealing with way more crazy shit, and people coming at him or trying to get him to do this and trying to get him to be the puppet, Gap, all this shit. Adidas with his Yeezys and him being top seller and him having his own agenda.
When you think about it, bro,
and him trying to create.
When you think about it, bro, I get what you're saying, but a lot of these fires that Kanye,
it's self-inflicted.
But it's fires he started.
Yeah, because I don't know. Maybe the mad scientist. Maybe he's trying to force the change he was trying to say. He's trying to force something,
but it's the way.
Maybe it's a method to his madness. Maybe.
But you see how but this is the thing, bro. The definition of stupidity. Do you hear me?
I'm listening.
The definition of stupidity or insanity. That's a better word. The definition of insanity is when you are doing something that obviously is not working for you. And instead of you waking up to see that it is not working, it's not bringing about the desired result, you still want to do the same thing over and over and over again. That is the definition of insanity. And that is what Kanye is. He's fucking insane. Even though, yes,
he's brilliant.
Even though the nigga is very intelligent, we see that, it's clear. But the nigga is fucking stupid at the same time.
He has his moments.
No.
Put it like that.
No.
They say
he's an idiot.
I ain't gonna say I forgot if he said that on Drink Champs. He's a little bipolar, you know what I'm saying?
Well, nigga, that's why you need to seek some mental health.
Maybe he has. Maybe this is what he's seen. He's
no.
What's the word?
That's why you need to seek
Mike
some
Tyson
mental health.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
An epiphany. He had an epiphany. This is what he's supposed to do. This is how it's gonna work. This is the plan. Either follow it or get the fuck back. I'm just saying, maybe he had an epiphany.
So let me ask you this: would you follow somebody like Kanye? Because I'm gonna tell you, I wouldn't.
You ain't voting for him?
Kanye?
He would have. Let's say he ended up going against Trump. You voting for him?
Hell, fuck no.
You vote for Trump?
I ain't voting for neither one of them niggas. Now, to be honest,
you would rather have Kanye or Trump. You'd be like, nah, we get an ill album from Kanye.
To be honest, I don't even have a problem with Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's a lot of people fuck Trump. And
I mean,
a lot of niggas don't even know why they don't like Trump.
I mean, looking at it now, you probably rather still have Trump than than Mr. Biden.
Yeah, I mean, people swore up and down Biden was gonna be America's answer, and look at him now, done fucked everything up worse.
They say it got to get worse before it get better.
Oh, the fuck it do.
That's what they say.
If you really about that, and why is it every term they sell us that same lie? It got to it's gonna get, we got to go through the worst in order to get to the good. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Go give me a glass of water, Toby.
Say what?
That's what, go give me a glass of water, Toby, and make it quick.
It's like, what? Wait a minute.
I was on one of my calls today where we was talking knowledge and everything like that. And my bro was speaking like, of people like Kyrie and stuff like that who got all this money, if they had like, traditional priests and shit around them, that situation would play out a lot different if they had a community around them.
Mm-hmm. So you can tell Kyrie nowadays. He look a little stressed out.
They steady
he
fucking
look a
with
little
him.
stressed out.
They
Man.
steady fucking with him because dog, like that get irritating, man. Like when my thing is, because this is my thing, like he say, why y'all can't just focus on basketball? Like why y'all worried about this? Y'all done took all the attention off the game. Ain't nobody talking about the game. Y'all just taking away from what all the players is out here trying to accomplish.
No, you had us to which we had to change our mandate and our rules for you because of the COVID-19. We gonna send a message about we gonna make a message
because y'all
message about
mandate was some bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell you. You want to be the only one who want to refuse and have us going through this person, that person, that person. And now all of a sudden, we had to change our rules for you. But guess what? You fucked around and you posted some shit and we caught you slipping. We about to embarrass you, nigga.
Well, I got news for the league and for all the motherfuckers out there who got vaccinated and who was talking all that shit. Like, I'll call out one nigga who, even though I fucks with his podcast, but the only reason why I fuck with his podcast is because my nigga Sharp be on there kicking game, and then his shit be funny as shit, man. We be going off on them hoes. But motherfucking Adam 22.
Adam 22s.
Yeah. Cause I seen a clip of part of his Vlad interview that he did where they were talking about the vaccination or what have you, and this nigga who is nothing but a culture vulture, he wants to sit up and talk about, all the people who are not vaccinated, man, they're fucking assholes and woo. Like, nigga, how the fuck am I an asshole because I choose to exercise my right just like you did, motherfucker? You chose to get the shot. I didn't, but I'm an asshole because I didn't. Fuck you. And fuck everybody that think like you too. Everybody who was out there talking about how the people who chose not to get vaccinated is selfish. And that shout out to my nigga Kyrie. You a soldier for fucking standing your ground, not bending to these bitches' rules and making them, you know what I'm saying, and letting them make you do something that you're not comfortable with, which as you should. Because my thing is, nigga, if y'all say the vaccination is optional, that means I could either get it or not get it. That don't mean, it's optional, but you still should get it. No, nigga, if it's optional, bitch, I can say yes or I can say no. And if I choose to say no, I'm still right, okay?
Exactly. Like, because that was dumb. Kyrie has to get it. If you don't get it, then you can't play in home games. Meanwhile, the niggas on the road coming to your spot
ain't got it, but they can still play.
Yeah, it's like
It's dumb.
Contradictory.
It was stupid.
Yeah, so you may as well tell them niggas to sit on the bench. So they team may not even have a full roster this game, but hey, that's right. Hey, it's protocol.
But it's mandated in New York, and Kyrie is a part of the Brooklyn Nets, and Brooklyn's in New York, and so therefore he has to have it or he can't play. We don't got nothing to do with what Toronto does. They're just visitors. We don't, nigga. He ain't got it.
Yeah, so I can't play in my hometown.
You know what I'm saying? But a person who ain't got it can come visit and play.
Yeah,
he's still around people in the establishment in this arena. So if he ain't vaccinated, that means he's just as much of a risk as me.
Yeah, that's just like if a motherfucker. That's just like if a motherfucker come to your house, right? And they cook a big dinner. They gonna tell you can't eat in your own house, but then all the motherfucking guests can come in and eat as much as they want to. Bitch, you got me fucked up. You and all these guests. You and all these guests can get the fuck up out my spot. How about that?
Like Martin, step.
Yeah, nigga.
Step.
I mean, I'm just saying, bro. I commend my nigga Kyrie for standing up because I'd have did the same thing. I'd have been like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I ain't getting that shot. I ain't comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like needles, nigga. So you ain't sticking shit up in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I don't know what y'all got in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Me, you know what I'm saying? I fucks with natural medicine. I don't know what y'all niggas done put, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can have motherfucking pig slime or whatever you got in it, and you put some shit in me, and it fucked me up for the rest of my life. I'm sorry. I mean, even though I see so far people who have gotten it, nothing has happened, but still, I wasn't getting that shit. My immune system, listen to me, our immune systems are very intelligent. And the truth is, you know what I'm saying, when you get sick, that is what builds immunity. Now, don't think for once that I'm telling anybody to go out and get sick. That ain't what I'm saying. But the thing is, getting sick is partially necessary because it helps to build the immune system, because it helps the immune system to
be aware.
Yeah, to basically like understand, you know what I'm saying, like to basically be able to come and serve its purpose and like naturally fight something off. And the thing is, when you put the things in it that it needs to function at its most optimal level, that helps even more.
Straight like that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing. Why, like I say, niggas like Adam 22 talking about, yeah, they're assholes. Woo, woo, woo. Fuck you, nigga. And for all these niggas who trying to get on Kyrie's head, talking about he promoting hate, fuck all y'all, man. Oh, he's promoting hate. The man ain't do shit. He made a post on social media. Whoop-de fucking do.
Share the post.
We living in a world now where people are just so hypersensitive, where nigga 20, 30 years ago, a lot of the shit niggas be outraged about, niggas wouldn't even give a fuck about, nigga. They'd be like, nigga, so what? You know what I'm saying? You know, you have an opinion these days, motherfuckers want to crucify you, bro. And just make you out like you the devil.
Exactly. Kyrie's the man. He will be balling in LA with LeBron winning another chip.
Listen to me.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't listen to this man.
You know what I'm saying?
Do not listen to this man.
Kyrie to LA.
Kyrie to
LA.
If you smart.
Kyrie to LA.
Kyrie, if you smart.
Kyrie to LA.
Do not join forces with
Kyrie to LA. And that's all it is.
Say
it with me. LeBron's on the way. LeBron's on the way.
If Kyrie is smart, he would not join forces with LeBron.
And we out.